I want to just let's go through some of the news. We're going to start doing a new segment at the top of the show, just giving you your daily briefing. Now, I haven't refined it yet, so I'm not even going to pretend as though I have it as succinct as I want. But I'm just letting you know that this is coming around the bend. Your daily briefing, which is going to be everything that you need to know before you need to know it. That's what we're going to get you every single day, so that when you wake up in the morning, in your inbox or inside of your YouTube subscription, you'll have all of the news that you need to be aware of today. Now, Apple is fighting back against a decision from the FBI, from a federal court order, saying that they have to unlock the San Bernardino gunman's iPhone. This is an interesting story because there has been an overwhelming majority in a decision. They voted to force Apple to assist the FBI by unlocking the iPhone of one of the two attackers who killed 14 people in San Bernardino, California in December. On Tuesday, yesterday, a significant majority victory from Magistrate Judge Sherry Pime of the Federal District Court for the District of Central California, ordered Apple to bypass security functions on Saeed Farouk's phone. Apple said that they're not only going to push back, but they're going to appeal the decision because they don't want to acquiesce to the demands of the court order. This is an interesting conversation that's going to be coming up with regard to just the security and privacy. So there's a lot of things intersecting on this particular story, and it's interesting to see Apple fighting back when so many times we hear of companies simply turning over information, releasing information. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. In international news, radioactive material stolen from Iraq raises security fears. This sounds like something straight out of a movie. Iraq is searching for highly dangerous radioactive material stolen last year, according to an Environment Ministry document, and 7 security, environmental, and provincial officials who fear it could be used as a weapon if acquired by the Islamic State. Now, forgive me for chuckling underneath that, but of course it's going to be used as a weapon if obtained by the Islamic State. The material stored in a protective case the size of a laptop computer went missing in November from a storage facility near the southern border of Basra, belonging to U.S. oilfield services company Weatherford. The document obtained by Reuters showed the officials confirmed. So there is radioactive material that has been stolen. It is missing, and apparently it is feared to be in the hands of ISIS, of the Islamic State. China sends missiles to the South China Sea island. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry said on Wednesday that the United States expects to have very serious talks with China about the militarization of the South China Sea after reports that Beijing deployed advanced surface-to-air missiles to the disputed island. Taiwan's defense minister said the missile batteries had been set up in the Paracels chain, which has been under Chinese control for decades, but also claimed by Taiwan and Vietnam. U.S. defense officials also confirmed the apparent deployment of the missiles. In South Carolina, political news, Nikki Haley has endorsed Marco Rubio. U.S. Senator Marco Rubio will win South Carolina's most coveted Republican endorsement of the 2016 presidential race when Governor Nikki Haley announces her support for Rubio on tonight. So I'm not sure if this has happened or if it's in the process of happening, but tonight Nikki Haley is going to endorse Marco Rubio. She believes that he is the best hedge against both Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. He is, by all means, by all estimates, he is the establishment candidate, and the establishment has put all of their money in him, on him, instead of, who's the other guy? JebBush.com that redirects to DonaldTrump.com. I'm sorry, I'm going to ride that one on Donald Trump for a long time on Jeb Bush. Go to JebBush.com and see where it redirects to. All right, last but not least, the Black Caucus is, after all, a fundraising powerhouse. When the Congressional Black Caucus wanted to pay off the mortgage of its foundation's stately 1930s red brick headquarters on Embassy Row, it turned to familiar rosters of friends, corporate backers like Walmart, AT&T, General Motors, Coca-Cola, and Altria, the nation's largest tobacco company. By appealing to their friends, they were able to burn off a $4 million town home mortgage. It has a traditional political fundraising arm subject to federal rules, but it also has a network of nonprofit groups and charities that allow it to collect unlimited amounts of money from corporations and labor unions. From 2004 to 2008, the Congressional Black Caucus political and charitable wing took in at least $55 million in corporate and union contributions. There's so much that I want to say about that, but if I go into that, we will be talking about that all day. But I want you to put a pin there and remember the type of relationships that the Black Caucus, particularly their PAC, has. And last but not least, we'll be talking about this at length with Noah Chonga later on in the show. Killer Mike strikes back. Killer Mike pushes back against the uterus remarks. Atlanta rapper Killer Mike, a top surrogate for Bernie Sanders in the South, sparked criticism at a rally at Morehouse College on Tuesday when he repeated a line he says an activist told him, contending that a uterus doesn't qualify you to be president. Hillary Clinton supporters quickly seized on the line to try to paint Sanders and his supporters as sexist. Clinton backer Brian Fallon told CNN on Wednesday that it was the latest in a series of instances when some of Senator Sanders' top surrogates have made comments that, to say the least, are off script. That is just today's daily briefing from the Progressive Army. Night 2, not bad. Night 2, we're going to refine it. We're going to piece it together. I don't have to tell you all this. I could pretend like I did it right, but, you know, I don't have any shame. I just keep trucking and keep moving. Now, with that being said,